Hello and welcome to another episode of Breaking Even, where amateurs stay amateur. I'm your host, Huss. Without Jung today, he's at holiday and it's really peaceful here. I might add that in there.
You're very quiet.
I'm with my amateur buddy, Chev. How are you, brother?
Good, mate.
Amateur Mus, how are you, brother?
Good. I'm not going to get any bruises today, and I'm not going to get someone touching my leg or going further up. So I'm safe.
What was Chev doing last week to you?
He's rubbing my shoulder.
I was pushing him towards him so he punches him more.
That was pretty funny. Well, guys, we're going to preview round 20 this week. We'll talk about, it's the last round before the finals as well, guys.
Yeah.
So if you've made it top 8, I know Mus has in our league, so congratulations.
It's not 100%, but most likely, yeah.
Okay.
There
Nah,
is still,
it's safe.
There's still outcomes.
Chev, have you still got a chance?
No chance.
No, I've got no chance as well. So Chev and I will battle in the minor league.
Out of all the amateurs, I'm the only one.
Yep.
And possibly Vish, our producer.
Wish or
could
Jung,
possibly
maybe.
make
Yep.
it.
Yeah, Jung's got a chance, but it'll be hard.
Good luck to you guys. We'll talk about some injuries. There's a lot to go through, especially half the list of Carlton. So let's get into the podcast, guys. We'll start off with Friday. It's a big game, guys. The Pies take on the Blue Baggers. Is there another 10 goals coming in from Kerner?
Not this
Nah.
week. Not this
I'm
week.
glad you guys said it.
This is Carlton have done really well
Yes.
last few weeks, but this is the ultimate test.
Mm-hmm.
Your season is defined by this game.
Yep.
Win or lose. If you win, you guys are going to be flying and go into confidence in the last 3-4 games left, and then I reckon you'll make finals quite easily. If you lose, then
It can still happen.
Same
It's
old
probably
Carlton.
harder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Anything to add to you, Mus?
Port gave them a really good fight last
Yes.
week, so
Yes.
Carlton comes up the same. If they can hold on to the end, and they can get the win. But I don't see Carlton winning this one.
We've got Cripps test with the cork. Chera's probably a test. He'll come back in. We're missing Walsh. We've got
Yeah, Walsh is out for
news.
3 weeks.
Is
Could be
it-
2 to 3 weeks?
Is it 2-3?
2 to 3
Yeah,
weeks.
true.
Silvani, several weeks. So if we make finals,
Young's man.
Young's man, we could test the waters and bring him back in. Pitternet is a test. He played VFL last week, so he could be in.
Modlop as well, injured.
Motlop is a test.
Yeah.
And well, that's all the players, I guess, from there. We'll see how we go. I'll look. How many times has Collingwood won in the last 2 minutes?
There's a few games they've won scraped at the end.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they win, but I'd love to see Carlton give it all they got.
Yeah.
You know?
Hoping for a close game.
Thank you. Same. Let's move on, boys. To Ballarat. The Doggies sitting 5th against the Giants. Who wins and any players from here to step up?
The Bulldogs play well there in Ballarat, so you can't go past not picking them.
Yeah, the conditions are terrible there. Windy, cold. I don't think the GWS boys will like playing there. So, yeah, Doggies will win. Good win last week, so they'll just keep the momentum going. And
Captain
done.
choice, I guess. You got Bond, English,
Yep.
them kind of
They've been
guys.
very consistent. haven't
If anyone's got Josh Kelly, possibly.
I'm actually going to bring him in this week for
He's cheap
Ashbrook,
now.
maybe. Yeah,
He's
very
very
cheap.
cheap.
Yeah, so
So there's one to jump on there. You probably it's almost like a straight swap.
you could even go Vice here, unless you go Dacos Vice on Friday, and then you've got Geelong's the first game on Saturday, unless you do
At the same time.
same time, so you can't really Vice there. But yeah, Bont Vice, I don't know, he scored well last few weeks, Bont, but he hasn't killed it. I mean, he
Yeah.
hasn't scored the one big 150, so I reckon it's due. I reckon this might be the game.
Okay.
3 goals, 30 possessions, 160.
There's some players out there sweating with Kieran Briggs. Is it much to worry about, or you think he should be able to come back?
I think he's getting tired.
Yeah.
It looks like he's getting tired. He's just pushed too hard too soon and he's just starting to decline now.
Yeah, it was always going to happen, you know. His match fitness was going to be in question, but if you've got him like me, he's stuck with him. I haven't got the luxury to trade him out, so hopefully he just keeps getting his 90s and 100s, you know, low 100s. That's all you can ask for.
Too easy. Jam HBA. Yes, that's how you say it. Geelong are taking on the Dockers. Who wins? And I think Stewart's going to have a big one again. Boys, what do you reckon?
If the ball gets down there to him, that's the Geelong. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it.
Yes?
Geelong. Geelong's gonna win easily there. They'll smash him.
Yep.
Yeah, easy win. 3-0. I think they've put the queue in the rack. 5 out for the season, done.
Sean Darcy.
Darcy's done for the season,
I've
so
got him on bench.
I think they're going to slowly tick off a lot of these guns and get them in surgery early and get ready for next season. So
Nice.
No one knows why Fife is still there.
You should have just mentioned that before the podcast started. Yeah.
Seriously.
yeah.
How many seasons now?
I think he's just ruining his legacy,
His
at
reputation?
This point, his reputation.
Just there's possibly young guys there that could possibly take that position.
yeah,
But-
I think so. But he is Fife, you know. It's like I think they've got the hope that he can have that one more great season, which is meant to be this year, but maybe next year.
Can't keep on the field.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, it was upsetting to see the Suns. They were only 2 points behind GWS at halftime and then ended up getting smashed by 40. They're at home. They're taking on the Lions. Ashcroft is out for the season, which is our condolences, mate. We hope you get back and
He didn't
they're
die.
fine. Oh, yeah, he didn't he?
His knee died.
We hope
He's
you
still
get
alive.
that knee back. And I do apologise. Boys, who wins here? And anyone to bring in also.
You got you on that?
Yeah.
Or-
So I think it'll be a closer game than what people think. Give Gold Coast. I think since Stewie Dew's gone out, I think they've really don't know why. They've lifted, and I mean it always happens with a new coach, but I think they'll do all right and they'll play well there anyway. Brisbane, yeah, look, they'll win, but I don't know. I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah, I think Brisbane are should take them, really. If they got any chance of saying, yes, we're the premiership contenders, they have to win
It's
this game.
the Q Clash or whatever they call it. I can't remember the last time Gold Coast won that.
Yeah,
Have they ever won it? I don't think they've ever won it.
Set it on 0.
One here, his captain is Neil. Dunkley
Yeah.
come back into form.
Nice.
A lot of people jumping on Took Miller. He didn't light up the world last week.
Very cheap still.
Yeah.
But
So,
yeah,
yeah.
that's another one.
For me, I've still got Ashcroft for my team. So there's two options for me really. It's Miller, who I can afford. It's about 515, or Josh Kelly, who's about 500. So I think I'm going to go with Kelly, just because of I don't know.
I feel like it's a safer option as well.
Yeah, and I think their run home's a bit better. But yeah, Miller at 515, Kelly at 500. It's just like if you need players in and you got trades, like they're the players you should get in now.
Coming into finals, though, Kelly probably has more of an injury-prone
Yeah,
thing
that,
as opposed to Miller. He's just come back from his knee, yes, but Kelly more often gets injured.
yeah. I mean,
gotta weigh
I
up.
think they're both at risk injury wise. I think the thing with GWS is they're fighting for finals, so he's going to play really well. I think with Miller, the risk is there's going to come a point where Gold Coast is going to be over. So he's come back from injuries, pretty serious one. You know, the captain will be like, coach will be like, maybe let's rest him. Let's sub him. You know, it could be a possible sub. So that's what I'm worried about. Kelly, like GWS, are really going to push for that 8th spot. So he has to play well. If he doesn't play well, they won't make it.
That's a good point. Valid point.
Just quickly from me, Sam Flanders. Is this his first season?
No,
How many seasons has he played?
second or third or so.
Yeah, it's not his first season,
But
but
everybody had him at the start.
yeah,
I
his
remember
pre-season
looking-
form was really good because this is the role he was playing in pre-season. But then everyone sort of jumped on him, and then they just put him in the forward line. He couldn't
changed
get a
it.
touch.
Yeah.
But he's
Skill.
playing midfield again. Yeah, so
Something to look forward to maybe in
Smoky.
2024.
yeah, or even now, like
if
even
he's
this
affordable.
season, like he's 450, and if you look at his last four or five scores, he's scoring big.
Yeah,
So
over 110, I believe.
if he can keep it going, that's the question.
Okay. Oh, cool. One to look at next season, guys. The Bombers sit on 11th. They need to win this game against the Swannies, who are at 12. Who wins, boys?
As much as I hate to say it, I think Essendon will beat them here back at home. Do I want them to win? No, not at all. Do I want Parrish to do well? Definitely. And Goulden, please.
Yeah, I think Bush is right. I think just because it's at home at Marvel, I think they'll get the job done. Ridley's a big out though, so massive out. They don't have many good defenders. So you've got Franklin, you've got McDonald there, Heaney, McLean, I think as well. So
another tool here that they can.
they struggle down back, but I think the Bombers will get it done.
Okay.
Midfield will be too strong.
Merritt captain here?
Possible.
He's been tagged last week or so. Does it break out?
He's due for a big game.
He's due for a big game.
Yeah, he had a quiet game last week, but he still scored over 100. He came back strong at the end. Same with Parrish, I think. But yeah, this is probably a good game. Sydney don't really tag. Or sometimes Ryan Clark tags. But if he plays, that might be dangerous. But yeah, it could be a good option. But I think you might exhaust your captains before that. The Brisbane
Yeah.
game. Bont probably go big. So
You probably don't want to leave it too late. Oh, then you got Adelaide coming up anyway, so you still got Dawson and Laird will be back anyway.
yeah,
But
Okay. The last game, it's a battle of Adelaide. The Crows taking on Port. Who wins, boys?
the Derby. No,
Derby or Derby?
The Derby. The Derby's the Western Australian one.
Is it?
The
I'm going to go for an upset here.
showdown.
I'm going to go for Adelaide winning. They have, what's his name, Hinge? He's
Mitch Hinge?
he's got a big out. He had a decent season this season. He's now ruptured his ACL, so he's big out for them. But I reckon they'll probably do the job.
The big one for me, the biggest out is Rankin. He's been in all Australian form. He pretty much, he would have won the game, I reckon, if he didn't get injured on the weekend.
Oh, I saw that. Hamstring, he did it to himself.
Yeah, but he
By kicking.
ran on and I think he overstretched, kicked it to whoever, was
Tex
it
marked
Fortnite?
it.
Yeah, and
Kick to goal.
done the hammy. So he's massive loss. And I think Adelaide will get it done. Port Adelaide will win. Let's stay top two.
I'll probably captain Rosie here, boys. Probably
Rosie?
a little bit, yeah, for me.
Rosie 2 goals was my call last
that is-
week and
Was
Yeah.
came in the first quarter.
Nice,
So,
nice. There you go. That's good. That's right, I was with you. That's correct. Sunday, there's 3 games, guys. The Hawks, 16th. They're playing 6 St Kilda. Please, Mighty Hawks, get up. Get the job done.
We've done it before this season, so just putting it out there. I said that we're going to beat Richmond. We held on to the last
close.
minute. I guess we had a young side couldn't hold their breath. I guess they just couldn't hold on, but that will come in experience, and I think we're looking good in the future. So I'm pretty excited to see what we come up with. But yeah, we got them easy. Don't worry.
Bank 'em.
yeah, I watched the Saints and the Kangas game pretty closely and the Saints were lucky. I think we were probably the better team. They didn't kick well, but that's because
They almost lost against West Coast too. It was a close game against West Coast.
they've been struggling. I know they're in the 8 at the moment, but they've just been winning games that probably they should be losing. So eventually they're going to get caught out if they keep going in that form. I reckon the Hawks will get them. It'll be a good quick game, and I reckon the Hawks will kick a few. I reckon Mitch Lewis
Yeah?
put him down for 4 goals.
Oh, big ball.
Heard it here.
Go for a big game.
I'm putting Will Day to get 120 this game. For Supercoach.
Will Day's been killing it.
Has.
It's been killing me. That's all I know. Every team that I play against has Will Day.
I
these
did
days.
mention him last week. Again.
That's right.
But he scored, what, 94 or something this year?
Just missed it, yeah.
So-
Sicily had a great game.
Oh.
Oh.
Didn't I call that last week as well? That he's going to come back. So
Bit a week too late for me, but
You had him, did you?
I had him last week when I played.
Oh, producer.
Yeah, old mate over there sitting down on the couch. But yeah, he got tagged by kangaroos.
halfback.
By 84 out of
84 tagged him.
tagged him, and he
What the
and he
hell?
killed him. Like he didn't get a touch, but the ball didn't really go out that much. But anyway, yeah, I mean, if you got traits, Sicily is the big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He could probably win you the comp.
There you go.
Get him in because he scores massive. Like he doesn't score big; he scores huge when he scores. Like has a good
he
game.
scored 170 plus 2 times already.
Yeah.
So
Pretty good.
Anything that goes in his area is gonna either intercept mark, and he takes the kick outs and he kicks really well too. Like he's a machine. He's a must
Accuracy
for
is
next
really up
season.
there.
Yeah, he's a must for next season.
the only problem with having him is we all saw this season is he does get
Suspended?
suspended quite a lot.
Yeah, that's the risk you take with him.
Every season, for some reason, he gets suspended. But it's
He's
just
been
the
a bit
way.
unlucky this year though, like with his
Yeah.
suspensions, tackles and stuff. But
Let's not
usually
get-
he'll just like elbow someone in the face or
Say
say
something
something
funny.
really, really.
Look,
dirty,
I've
but-
been talking to a lot of people that's not Hawthorn fans as well, and every single person I've spoken to have said that 3 weeks that he got,
Yeah.
there shouldn't have even been one. So everyone is saying it. I don't know what's happening with AFL.
It's a massive talking point, that one, that sling tackles at the moment. And every player that does it cops it. So I guess there's consistency in that area from the AFL, but there's still just too much grey area there. Like the players, you physically can't control yourself at points, you know what I mean? And it's hard to get out of that action when the players are already underway down, especially if you're 100 kilos and, it's a tough one. I reckon they'll change the rule slightly next year.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hope so.
We
They
all,
have to.
I think the whole community here.
The Tigers upset against the against the Hawks last week. They're up against Melbourne. Who wins here? And anyone to look at.
Look, the Tigers at the G are always a chance. Like, look at last week's game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they're always a chance, especially if you've got Dusty, Rewalt, and players like that. Absolute guns. Like Hopper is starting to play well. Taranto's been good all year. You can't write them off. But Melbourne, I think Melbourne are looking right now. I think they're finally getting it together and having to string a few wins together and then get into the finals. And have a better shot.
Melbourne need to win this game to pretty much tell the rest of the teams to say that we're a big chance to win premiership again. So they need to go ahead and win this game. Have to.
Does Grundy come back?
Oh, there's already talk about him getting traded.
Hope not.
Really?
Then they're saying to Port Adelaide. So Ken Hinkley's come out and wanted him. So for my sake, for my team, I hope he doesn't come back the rest of the season because Gorn has been doing wonders for me. But yeah,
I can't see why they would. You can see the difference, in this way
In
they're
the
set
run,
up
yeah.
and the way Gorn is playing. Yeah, why would you upset that? Gorn is going to win your games. So if he's playing well and is the team's winning, like you don't want to upset that, especially because Melbourne's so up and down. I think they've won a few in a row now. So Gorn, unfortunately, will be gone. Gone. No, Gorn. Grundy will be gone at the end of the season.
You got the.
There's the headline.
Nice.
Grundy gone.
I like it. Our last game, I'm not sure if they're still jet lagged or not from their 71 point loss, but West Coast at home against North Melbourne.
Oh.
Who wins and why, boys?
I'm going to call this the game of the round.
Why is that?
Two of the bottom teams, both struggling. Who's going to come up with the goods?
I think it'll be an exciting game.
I reckon it'll be a close game. I think
It'll
it'll
be
be
a horrible skill level, but it'll be an exciting game because they'll both be going at it, and I think both teams want to win. I don't really
It's not
care
going to affect the
about
ladder, will it?
the Harley Reid, whatever they're calling it, game. But they're gonna Simpson's been under the pump all year.
Yes.
We haven't won a game in 15 games, 16 games. Both are going to want to win a game. West Coast at home. I think it'll be close than what people think. I think we'll win. I hope we win because I think we have shown a lot more than West Coast. I think our younger players are probably developing a little bit better, but it might just come down to the older players. They've got Hearn, they've got Kelly, they've got Sheed. Barras might come back, McGovern. We've got Zeebles, Greenwoods, and Mackays and all that. So Goldstein had a big game on the weekend. Mm-hmm. So it might come down to experience, and if that's the case, hopefully we get the job done. Because I think we've been playing better.
On the topic with North Melbourne, Zeeble was sub. Is there any reason for that? And as a supporter, North Melbourne supporter, how do you feel about that?
I feel very good about it. I think he probably I would, if it was up to me, I would give him one farewell game and then get rid of him.
So-
There's no benefit at the moment of him playing for our team, for our club. He's taken up someone else's spot, a young kid's spot that could easily come in. I'm glad that Jackson Archer, Cooper Harvey, Goda, all these kids are getting to go. But like Zeeble, where you want to play him in the forward line, you can put 84 there. You want to play him in the back line, you can put Archer there. You know what I mean? So it's just not for the future. It's just not worth it. Mm-hmm. I think as a sub, great. We need leadership. I think we lack that. I think our biggest signing from last season has been Liam Shields in terms of leadership. Mm-hmm. He's been amazing. Come in, and he's playing every week for that reason. You know what I mean? Zeeble needs to do the same. So if he plays, great. He can be that leader. Finish off the season. I can't see him playing next season. I'm hoping he's not going to be playing next season for us. One thing I'm hoping is Cunnington gets a game before the season ends.
Maybe
Just as a farewell. Yep, because I think he deserves it. He's been one of my favourite players.
Likewise.
As a Skanga supporter, so hopefully he gets a farewell game, and then I think that's it. Next year is our team's different. Yeah,
that's fair. With that said, guys, we've rounded up round 20 preview. Good luck to everyone. If you made finals, congratulations. If you haven't, like Chev and I,
there's always next season.
There's always next season. That's right. To finish up, guys, anything last minute to add on, Chev?
No, look, it's been a great season. I've got a lot to improve for next season. I think a lot of mistakes I'll blame the podcast for this series. We've been, distracted. But look, I think it's been a good season. I think our league is awesome. So
getting
good
out
luck
of
to
hand
the
now,
good
isn't
luck to the guys. Playing for finals and the top finals. Musi, you're in there, so good luck. But look forward to next year.
Yes.
I'm glad I got a win on the weekend. I scored well again, but this time I actually took out the goodies. I'm happy with my score, 2-6, 2-2. Mind you, it wasn't even the top score. I got second highest. So, but yeah, I pretty much what hurt me was the bye rounds. After that bye rounds, I had a massive losing streak, but I've come good now at the end. So hopefully we'll keep going deep into finals and hopefully take home the goodies.
I think that's a good call out. I think we've been playing for years, and most of us make the same mistake every year. We don't look to the bye rounds. We don't plan for it when we make our team at the start of the season.
That's right.
And that costs us. Teams like Keith and Dangerous Dave, they're smart ones. They planned all that.
They look at weeks ahead.
We just like, that looks good. Just jump on it.
Exactly, yeah. And then we have 15 players out for the first buy. So I think there's a lot to learn from. So I think hopefully, especially our platform here on this podcast, a lot of the viewers can take a lot of that out, a lot from it, and to the better.
Awesome. I've really enjoyed the season as well, guys. Many things to learn from your pick hits, from your captain choices. So I've come a long way, and doing this podcast has really made me come out of my shell, I guess, in a way, to talk and a lot to discuss in the footy world, I guess, as well. So really enjoyed the season. Finals next week.
We'll still be back next week, don't worry.
We'll be next. We will be here next
discussing,
week, and we'll discuss again.
And we're going to do probably another challenge or two before the season ends, boys. So
At least one, guaranteed.
The challenges have been, I don't know, like my friends and family that are watching the podcast, they've loved the challenges. So I want to see more of it. So
When is
producer,
Mr. Young?
let's get the next one going.
When is Mr. Young back?
Young is back.
I think he's not back anymore.
I think he's done for the season.
So we might have to bring our producer into it to take Young's spot here.
I think so. I reckon. It's a good idea.
I reckon as a challenge, we'll discuss next week. So write in the comments, we should probably do a jersey to the game. So for example, the Pies are playing Carlton. All right, if I was to lose from last week's challenge, I have to wear a Pies top and go to the game as a Carlton supporter.
And sit with the...
And sit with the cheer squad.
And sit with the cheer squad.
Sit with the cheer
That
squad.
might be all right, but yeah.
Well,
I'm with the producer on that one.
there's much to discuss. We'll figure about it.
Comment and if you have any ideas about challenges. I know a couple of your mates, Shawnee and
plenty of them.
Just don't hurt us. That's all we ask. We don't want to feel pain.
What do you mean? I got shot in the butt cheeks.
Yeah, but that's him.
What do you mean that's it? That's me. No more paintball.
We'll take any ideas. Bring them on.
Well, guys, thanks. As Chev said, please like, share, comment on our videos. Until next time,
Jabadali.
that's it. Pew pew.
Good luck.